Now, how hair fall occurs? It depends on various factors, including like person's genetic history, diet, certain habits. How these factors affect your hair fall, that we are going to see today. Also, I'll give some tips for home remedies regarding diet and other stuff which you can do to make your hair more healthier. There are certain natural ingredients that can gently and effectively help to reduce hair fall to some extent. And these natural ingredients when taken in right quantity, it will help to stimulate the growth of new hair. Also, it will help old hair to retain its moisture and enhance overall texture and appearance of hair. So what natural remedies you can do to treat routine hair fall? So routinely people do have a habit of applying egg. You can apply an egg mask. You can apply egg mask. What will egg masks will help? It is very rich in sulfur, phosphorus, selenium, iodine, zinc, and protein, which helps to promote the hair growth. So egg mask will help us to make your hair healthier. So that can be done as a natural remedy. Also, you can use coconut milk. This coconut milk contains lot of protein and essential fatty acid, and this promotes the hair growth and prevent further hair loss. So this can also routinely be used. Now we also have habit of using Anshul is asking what exactly egg mask is. Basically, egg mask is nothing but you have to take egg, pour it in a bowl, and that egg white thing is there that you can apply to the hair on the top of your hair. So basically, egg mask will act as a good conditioner for hair, since it is rich in sulfur and phosphorus, selenium, and other stuff. So this will be very much helpful for promote hair growth also to certain extent. Green tea is very rich in antioxidant, and which helps to boost the hair growth and prevent hair loss. But you should not overdo it also. You have to take in a proper proportion rather than having more. Also, you can drink beetroot juice, which is very rich in vitamin C and B6, that is B complex, even folic acid, manganese, potassium, all of which is very essential for a healthy hair growth. So beetroot juice can be done. So maybe a glass of beetroot juice will help. Akshay is asking how often we should use egg mask. So it should not be used more than like once or twice a week, but once a week is more than enough to moisturize your hair, not more than that. Also, you can use yogurt and honey. Natural yogurt and honey is very full of protein. It offers nourishment that hair needs to grow strong and healthy. So that can be done, and it is very useful. If you take honey maybe in the morning with hot water, it also helps to reduce weight also. So that is very helpful. Even you can use fenugreek seeds. How they help? Fenugreek seed, they repairs hair follicles, helps in regrowth of the hair. So it is a rich source of many vital things which help us in regrowth of hair. Anshul is asking, is there any side effect of excessive consumption of green tea? Not as such. It is a rich source of antioxidant, but like people keep on drinking green tea, that is also not good. maybe you will have to limit it to certain quantities, maximum 2 or 3 cups a day. That is more than enough. Now, apart from proper diet, some simple habits can also help us to prevent hair loss. And what can be done in that, like we should not comb hair when they are wet. So why it is so? Because when you are when they are wet, the hairs are very fragile, and so that fragile hair can be like shed off very quickly, or they will fall off quickly. So you should not comb your wet hair when they are fragile. So you have to always comb the hair, and you can dry the hair with air dry thing is best possible thing. Should not go for a blow air dry. You can use air dry or natural dry. That is the best thing. Also, whenever you want to style your hair, you have to dry it completely, so that you should not have excessive hair fall. You can avoid certain chemicals such as paraben sulfates in your hair care product if possible, but this is only for restriction to the hairs which are maybe treated for keratin therapy or all. Normally, these parabens and sulfates are included in your hair stuff, but they are not actually so much harmful. People usually says ki I want paraben free and sulfate free, but that is only to if you are using it for a very long run, they might be harmful, but as such they are not harmful. Now you can reduce your stress by practicing yoga and other relaxation technique. That will also help us to reduce the hair fall. So stress-free life is very much essential. So you have to do your dietary modification, then you have to go for a good healthy diet and stress-free lifestyle. Now, if you ask about importance of family history in hair fall, heredity basically plays an important role in hair loss. So you can observe that any family member, either on your mother's side or father's side, if they are having a baldness, then you are also at a risk of getting hair fall. So how this happens? This happens because of the genetic code which you carry from your mother or father's side. So if your father is bald, or your mother's side your maternal grandfather or maternal uncle is bald, so these genes are carried to you, and at a particular age when hormone acts, these genes causes a hair fall. So this is blamed to hormone something called as dihydrotestosterone. And what does hormone DHT do? Is DHT basically reduce the active phase of your hair growth. So if your hair life cycle is too long, this DHT will reduce or shorten the hair life cycle. In that way, you will lose your hair. And once DHT act onto your hair keep on becoming thinner and thinner. So if you ask many people, they will say ki my hairs are getting thinner day by day. They don't notice baldness, but they will see that their hairs are getting thinner day by day. So this is the first sign of a baldness, which is called as androgenetic alopecia, which is hormone related stuff. So once the hair become finer and finer, and they eventually wither away, and then the baldness starts. This is also called as hereditary pattern baldness, and eventually you end up losing all the complete hair. So hereditary is associated with the pattern and the extent of baldness. If your father is too much bald, then you should always keep on observing your hairs, whether they are getting thin or they are getting affected, and you should keep a tab on it, so that it will always be better. Once baldness start, you can start the preventive therapies which are available nowadays. Shubham Nabit is asking, when is the good time to do transplant? See, transplant exactly can be done for any person aged above 22 years. We should not do transplant in a very young age, but or another way what you can say is when hair loss is stabilized. Transplant is nothing but it's a procedure wherein like we are redistributing your own hair from back to the front. So we are not uh, producing new hair as such. We are just redistributing the hair from one area to the other. And when is the right time depends on person also, because if you feel ki uh, I'm very getting older while when you are turning bald, you tend to feel that you are getting older, and your looks is hampered, your confidence is low, and in that case, if you feel ki you want a very good hairline or a good area, then definitely you can go for a transplant. Satisfied, uh, but yeah, you can definitely go if you are turn more than 22. So now what hair falls? Now again coming back to the discussion, the hereditary and hair fall. So if your family members are having a baldness, then you should always keep on observing for yourself. Anshul is asking, can I skip minoxidil once a week and use combination of castor and coconut oil on the day? He's a post hair transplant case. Yes, Anshul, you can skip minoxidil once a week. That is not any uh, means that is not going to cause any much difference, and you can use combination of castor and coconut oil on the day, on that particular day. But if you want to use this oil only need to be used for hardly 1 hour, 20-30 minutes. Even if oil, the function of oil is just to moisturize your hair and to make them little softer. So what you can do is you can just apply oil 20 to 30 minutes before head wash. That is more than enough. You don't have to keep it overnight also. Now, so key points for today's thing is like hair fall depends on including a person's genetic history. So genetic history is very much important. However, there are certain home remedies that may help to reduce the hair fall, which I have already mentioned. You can use a good diet. Natural ingredient can also stimulate the growth of new hair, helps to retain hair in its natural helps retain hair with its own natural moisture and hence enhance overall texture and appearance of hair. Simple habits which I already told you can go long way in preventing hair loss, like not washing the hair when they are wet. You should not forget that heredity play an important role, so you have to always keep in mind the history of your family. And if any hair fall is there, you can get it checked by a doctor, dermatologist, who are the best one to give you the expert advice and the follow-up things which to be done for your hair loss. So we'll wait for another 2 or 3 minutes. If any questions come up, we'll take it, and otherwise we'll close the session. So this was a simple thing. Live session was for hair loss today. We'll wait for another 2 questions for another 1 minute. If there are no questions, then we'll close our live session. Anshul is asking how to get rid of a white dandruff due to minoxidil. So, Anshul, that white dandruff you are seeing is because of the precipitation of minoxidil. So what happens actually is when you are applying minoxidil, uh, the minoxidil is in a powdered stage which is dissolved in that particular solvent which you are using. So once you spray minoxidil, that solvent get evaporates, and then minoxidil is left as a residue uh, on the it is left as a residue on your hair scalp. So it is not dandruff as such, but it is just a precipitation of minoxidil. What you can do is you can just gently wash your hair after 4 hours of application of minoxidil to wipe it clean. Sunshine is asking, can we apply onion juice on scalp? Would you recommend this home remedy? Onion juice does help in reducing the hair fall to certain extent, but that is particularly useful only in certain uh, types of hair loss only. So it was like a, it is now has been picked up